Spider-Man detective shit. They're working together. I'm talking about he's talking to firemen, he's talking to policemen, locked down the building. And I'm like, oh shit, Spidey's in control. He's really a part of New York and he's in control, and they fuck with Spider-Man, man.
It's about that shit. Said you really different, took a different route. That shit. If you cooking up, can we taste it now? That shit. Without a doubt, this that season of a cloud. That shit. You got clout, let me hear what it's about. That shit. You got clout, let me hear what it's about. That shit. You got clout, let me hear what it's about. That shit. Without a doubt, this that season of a cloud. That shit.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Thaddeus Shade. This is the Odd Nerd Podcast. I am the Odd Nerd, and now we're going to get right into it. I think we're going to get right into it, but I just would love, really love a round of applause for me. The way they clap for me means so much to Thaddeus Shade. And yes, I got a chance to see the $360 million juggernaut that is Spider-Man Brand New Day. I got a chance to see it twice, man. Last week I saw it at Prime, Harkins Prime Early Access. I got a chance to see it on a Wednesday because I didn't believe in you sons of bitches. I knew you sons of bitches getting on here and you just start telling everything. I didn't trust you. I didn't believe in you. And if I had a chance, I put a tranquilizer dart in your neck, put you to sleep, because you sons of bitches get on the internet and you will spoil everything. It's like how Marvel just refuses to just give us maybe 2 trailers max. They got to give us 3 trailers and they got to give us small clips. I don't even know why I'm talking like that the whole time. I am the Odd Nerd. This is Thaddeus Shade. I don't understand it, though. I don't understand it. Marvel's got to give us 85 trailers and some clips, and it's like, hey, man, you're getting our money. I'm trying to do my best to avoid multiple trailers. I like watching trailers, but I'm trying to do my best not to watch multiple, especially when it comes to Marvel. They give you clip after clip after behind the scenes. I don't want to see behind the scenes until that motherfucker come out on streaming or come out on like a special DVD, because I don't want to see the movie magic yet. I want to imagine, I want to be a little kid, man. I want to be a young teen, man. I want to imagine that this shit is possible. Allow me to live in my Willy Wonka phase. I don't need 75 trailers. I don't need 75 clips. I don't need all the behind the scenes footage. I don't need none of that. You're Marvel. I'm going to give you my money. I have 18 years invested in you. You are an investment. I spent a lot of bread with y'all. I spent a lot of money with y'all. I don't need the trailer. Every time I look up, there's a new trailer. And you know, there's like 75,000 of us that are going to break the trailer down. Now, I'm not great at all the hidden tricks in the comic books, and this is what happened here and there. I talk movies. I talk television shows. I talk about should you spend your money. I have enough nerd in me, but I still got a lot of gangster in me. I still got a lot of G in me. I still got a little hood in me. You know, it doesn't sound like it, but I got a little hood in me. And I don't need all that shit, man. I don't need all that shit. I don't need 20 trailers for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm going to give you my ducats. I'm giving you my money, man. Once you drop one trailer, and that trailer, oh man, that's a fire trailer, I'm there. But not Marvel. Not Marvel. They're going to load you up, man. They're going to load you up. They're going to give you clip after clip after small clip. We're going to show you how he's swinging. We're going to show you the Punisher. We're going to show. They showed, listen, so before I get into the movie, they showed a clip of Spider-Man. It's a spoiler. Hey, listen, I'm all for attacking the folks who don't give you time to go see things. But with Marvel, you do have a clock. You have a clock. Don't get mad at me when I start talking freely around this motherfucker. You have a clock, all right? And it is your job to go see the man that is Spider before that clock expires. And when that clock expires, you at least I try to give you the weekend, right? They don't give you the weekend anymore. They give you hours now. The new folks online, they give you an hour or two after the movie. After they didn't seen it, the day it drops, you got an hour or two before they're giving you all the sugar and spice, and everything ain't nice. But me, I try to give you a little time. If you ain't seen it now, oh well, brother. But they show you a clip, spoiler again, they show you a clip of Spider-Man shooting the web out. Beautiful shot. And Spider-Man, the spider web attaches to the Punisher. What's up, John B? And they're both battling the Hulk, and he's pulling the Punisher while the Punisher is letting that thing ride. You got to let that thing fly. If you have an automatic heavy duty, you got to let that thing fly, right? And they show you the clip. Why? Can you imagine going into the theater blind on that? Can you imagine walking into the theater with all this excitement and you don't know that the Punisher and Spider-Man team up to fight the Hulk? At what point does Marvel not believe in itself no more? They have to show you this. You're good, bro. It's Spider-Man. I promise you. Please deliver the message to Marvel. We have faith. Now, if you drop in some new characters and you know, some Eternals, or you drop in some Guardians of the Galaxy when they first drop, I get it, man. You got to put all your marketing chips out there. But a juggernaut like Spider-Man, a juggernaut like Spider-Man, we don't need 20. You're getting the ducats. I'm willing to bet there's a person out there thinking to themselves, there's a man out there that looked at his child and said, your birthday is tomorrow, but Spider-Man drops today. I'm going to have to spend my money on Spider-Man. I will get you a birthday gift next week, young fella. We're willing to risk anniversaries. We're willing to risk funeral money, college money, rent money. We're coming to see Spider-Man. We're coming to see X-Men. We're coming to, listen, Doomsday, we're going to be there. We don't need 75 new trailers, 75 behind the scenes. You guys really do destroy the imagination with the behind the scenes. I hate it so much. I hate it. We don't need to see it early. We don't need to see it early. Just give it to us in like the old ways. And the old ways, they would make a DVD. And on the DVD, you would be able to go to this special section and they would show you all the behind the scenes and you'd be able to see the movie magic. But now they just show it to you and I'm like, I don't want to see the cables. It doesn't excite me. And yeah, I bitched about it for 7 minutes. I don't care. I was mad about it. I'm frustrated about it. The trailers, the behind the scenes. When we got, when's our meeting? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very hurtful to the imagination. And we don't need all the trailers. But the movie is phenomenal. And I know there are people that get real serious about it, and that's cool because I like to watch y'all stuff when y'all get real serious and real technical and like, how does his blood, how does he not pass out when he dies? I mean, he's fucking Spider-Man. He's supposed to get dizzy. He doesn't have enough iron in his blood. He should take a supplement before he dies. He's fucking Spider-Man. Who cares? He's fucking Spider-Man. And then you got to be careful because you get in the comments, people will really break down why Spider-Man won't get dizzy dropping off the Empire State Building. They'll really break it down. Well, you know he's arachnophobia and you know and in the blood and he'll be okay. For me, it's Spider-Man. In the world of imagine, I mean, it's fucking imagine. I mean, the world of imagine, it's make-believe, it's fiction. In the world of imagine, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can let it go. You know what I'm saying? You can let it go. The movie's phenomenal, man. I ain't gonna get surgical. I'm kind of like I got baseline shit. Baseline shit goes like this. How's the storyline? Right? How's that storyline? Is it making sense for me? How's the acting? Is the acting phenomenal? Are they tap dancing around motherfuckers? Is there a star in this movie right now that I could be like, yeah, that motherfucker tap dancing around everybody on set? That motherfucker was clowning, right? Is for Marvel specifically, how's the action? How's the CG? You know? Did they do anything new? What about the crossover? Because now they have the pressure of the crossover. I want crossover work. I don't want pedestrian work. I want heavy duty crossover work. Since Avengers, Endgame, Infinity War, I want heavy work. Now, we know we've been getting them before them two movies, but I want heavy work now. I don't want bullshit crossover work. I want real deal. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Damn, that's nice to see you in here, buddy. That's nice, right? So I look for like simple, they're simple, and I get a little hard on certain things, but I'm not gonna give you surgical work. I'm just gonna talk to you about how cool it was for him to get his New York movie. And if you know what I'm saying is Tobey Maguire, Doc Ock, Spider-Man 2, right? Tobey Maguire. Train scene. Beautiful, one of the most iconic scenes I've ever, I think, in Marvel ever, just because of what was going on, showing how he had to look at what was happening, the time he had to think, and is that a train or a subway? Subway, train, whatever you want, whatever y'all take in New York, right? And he's shooting out all the webs, and he's trying to stop the train from crashing. And it's got all these innocent people on there, and you can see his face. He makes one of the ugly faces ever you'll see in an action movie, but that action movie face that he made is the same face I made after I ate Taco Bell before I became vegan. There was a moment I had Taco Bell, and then this is before I became vegan, and I had the Taco Bell, and I was eating the Taco Bell, and it was like 2:00 in the morning. I said, yum, 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 yum. Actually, I take it back. It was Del Taco. I'm sorry, Taco Bell. Y'all have never destroyed me like Del Taco. I had Del Taco and a Del Taco shake, and that cow titty was in that Del Taco shake, and with that Del Taco meat, we got together and we made the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 subway train face. It was a really bad face is what he made, but he was trying to show y'all that this shit ain't no joke. This is painful. I'm putting all my strength into this. And then when he saved everybody on the train, he passed out, and they picked him up and carried him like he was Jesus. Now, only white people get picked up and carried like Jesus because that's what I expect to see. I'm sorry. Please, white people don't attack me. Just playing. It's just jokes. And they carried him and they laid him down gently, ever so gently, and then Doc Ock pops up, of course, and then they stand up for Spider-Man, and Doc Ock's like, quit playing with me, motherfuckers, move. And he moves everybody out the way, right? Now, that scene just like embodies New York and like embodies Spider-Man. And if you watch my little 1-minute clip, I had 2-minute clip, but I had posted, it's like Knicks, Statue of Liberty, Yankees, Jerry Seinfeld, fucking Spider-Man, and some other shit, right? And Tom Holland finally got his New York Spider-Man movie. And that meant a lot to me because I always felt like he was always doing what others were doing. He needed the assistance of others. Somebody gave him a suit. He needed Doctor Strange's help. It's just that he always needed somebody else's assistance. And this movie, to me, leaned really, really more on Tom, and it really showed that he was doing a lot for New York, and New York loved him. And he's even working with the commish. I think that's the commish. Is that the commish or some detective? He's working with her, and he's really like on some Spider-Man detective shit. They're working together. I'm talking about he's talking to firemen, he's talking to policemen, locked down the building. And I'm like, oh shit, Spidey's in control. He's really a part of New York, and he's in control. And they fuck with Spider-Man, man. He got hellified gadgets in his apartment, and you could pawn all that shit and be really in some dough. And then you take that dough, you just pawn your shit for. You take the pawn shop dough, right? You take the pawn shop dough, you know what I'm saying, and then you put 50 on Ben Rice for the Yankees to hit 2 home runs back to back, and you're gonna be good, man. I'm just. You gonna be. This is the Outdoor Podcast. But now, man, Pete was really going through it. Nobody remembered him. Love of his life doesn't remember him. His best friend doesn't remember him. And he's been doing, and then they really show you through, they have graduated through college. They've graduated through college. And he's had to watch them go through this journey without him because, of course, he's doing the right thing. He feels like to protect them. He's not being selfless. He feels like he's not being selfish by going back into their lives and putting their lives at risk. He's being selfless. He's being Spider-Man. Spider-Man had a lot of dope qualities. And you can see he kind of picked up some of Cap's work. He got the heart. You know what I'm saying? He had the heart. He got Cap's heart. Cap's heart, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Cap, the first Avenger, when he weighed like 76 pounds, they threw the grenade. He died with a grenade. That's Cap heart. You know how I feel about Cap. I don't play about Cap. Cap is the man. He died with a grenade, weighing -6. He died with a grenade, protect everybody. Spidey showed a lot of that, man. A lot of heart, man. A lot of leadership. And the emotionality in the movie. I mean, the scene between him and Zendaya, but it's not Zendaya. Oh my. Oh man. I imagine that scene felt similar to being in prison, right? You in prison. It's a good day in prison. Maybe you had some Jell-O pudding that day. It's a good day in prison, and you got done eating some Jell-O pudding. And you say it's not a bad day. I'm gonna go back to my cell. I'm gonna read my book today. I'm gonna read my book. I got a Lord of the Rings copy of the book, so I'm going back to read Lord of the Rings in the book. And then you go in to get your book. Somebody done took your book, and they done ripped the pages in your book. And when you go out to ask about who ripped my Lord of the Rings book, I just had some Jell-O pudding, and I came back to read my book. Somebody ripped my Lord of the Rings book up. And then when you came out your cell to complain about it, somebody came up and just stabbed you with like a little pen they had made, a little Chevy pen. That's what that scene felt like. It was really cruel, man. And I told you I've seen it twice. I seen it at the Early Access Prime, right? The Early Access Prime, that was Wednesday, and then I had my private screening for it the next day. So I seen it twice. And both times there were people crying. Now, in fairness, it was mostly not like that. See, you try to sound hard. So I wasn't crying. There were men crying. I'm not gonna say no names in my private screening. I won't say no names, but there were men crying. Women were crying. It was an emotional scene, man. It was real brutal of a scene. And the shot of Red, oh my God, the directing. I can't give you enough about the directing. The directing was cool. But the shot of red on Zendaya's face, that scene is happening, and you can kind of see this dark transformation and this ugliness start to pour out. And poor Pete, man. Just go on, man. I don't even want to. Tomei, listen, ma'am, damn. You know what I'm saying? Whenever she get on the screen, I'll be, damn. But the movie overall, to me, is really good. It's really good. It's not Doc Ock for me. I would just call it Doc Ock. It's not Doc Ock for me. It's not Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. It doesn't beat that, and it doesn't beat No Way Home. But like I said in my video, it's extremely close, bro. The emotionality is there. The emotionality and the pressure is high. It's real high for Spidey. And it doesn't beat those two, but man, it's so close, bro. This movie was done really good. And the numbers that are doing, 360 million being the biggest box office, being the biggest movie opening ever, beating out Doomsday, is pretty legendary. It's starting to see that like people are really going to the movies, and it's becoming viral going to the movies. How people are dressing up, or how people are bringing blankets, or how people are showing their snacks. It's becoming more viral. So the more viral, it's becoming cool. So you go into the movies, it's a cool thing to do. And then these things are catching, like Obsession's like the perfect. Sinners was perfect, right? Sinners was perfect. Obsession is perfect. The way that these movies are catching, and then they're just taking off, and you're not really seeing it. I haven't seen it this way on a big blockbuster movie that was going to generate a ton of money anyway. The way that this thing struck virally without anything like giving you in the trailer, outside of it just being Spider-Man and of course a part of the MCU, this bitch caught virally. And you just see men, women, children, everybody just going immediately fast, going bam, 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 and they're posting stickers and they're posting the shot of the title of the movie, and they're dressed in shirts and they're dressed in socks, and it's just bang, 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 and the feed machine is feeding it, and it's just cash the fuck in. I think globally it made like $900 million, almost $1 billion. I don't know what Tom and Zendaya are going to do. I know they're supposed to be taking a break. Bro, they have cashed in. They have, I don't care if I'm a seventh cousin on the wrong side of the family. I'm sending an email. I'm sending a text to somebody's grandma saying I need to get in touch with Tom or Zendaya. Because they're cashing in. And if I'm on the poor side of the family, it's time for me to stop being poor, and I must reach out with my very horrible business plan and see if they will fund my shit. I am Thaddeus Sherry. This is the Odd Nerd. But I'm being serious.
Sorry.
Wait, where's my shit at? There it is. I was looking for that. My bad. Yeah, don't judge me, okay? All right, cool. But the movie is really good, man. And I think that he is going to be a major part of Doomsday or Secret Wars, but it won't be in a way of like he can cause a mass amount of damage. I think he's going to become more of a leader. Because we know, listen, based off the trailer, Dr. Doom can have a can of pork and beans accidentally fart and rip Spider-Man in half. That's what I basically got. When I seen what he did to Stormbreaker, I said, oh, that ain't nothing but a little gust of wind from his ass gonna tear Spider-Man right the fuck on up. But I think from a place of I've been through a lot, I think him and Thor and some others are gonna have some things to say, of course, with Cap and stuff like that. But I think he can take on a real leadership role. And again, I'm not massive into understanding all the comics, and of course I could cheat y'all and just go, chat GPT. I'm just going off gut shit. I talk gut shit. What knowledge I have is from cartoons, or maybe I picked up a comic book here and there. I'm not a comic book enthusiast. I don't have all that weaponry on my utility belt. I am a straight motherfucking OG that's telling you from the hip of watching cartoons and movies and what I've seen online, or maybe what I've read in articles or whatever. I put it all upstairs, and hopefully the coffee jogs some of that shit up while I'm talking to y'all, and then boom, this is what you get. You get some hot shit. You get some heat. I'm an odd nerd, man. I'm an odd nerd. If it was up to me, I'd have a Grand National, and that motherfucker would be painted like Blade, with Blade on the trunk and Blade and blood coming down the rims. That's the type of shit. That's what I am. So I can't give you great details like some of the guys online that provide but you're gonna get it straight from the hip. You're gonna get a full clip, and you might even get a little funny from the lip. I'm gonna give you the real shit. But if you have not seen it, run to go see Spider-Man. Like I said, the storyline to me is really good. The emotionality is really good. The depth is good. The acting is good. Man, it's nothing like seeing the Punisher and Spider-Man on screen. They are really good. That combination is the coolest thing I got to see about the movie, because they're so good on screen together. When they're together, you're going to laugh, or it's going to be some radical ass action scene. Nobody's going to really talk about this, I think, but this is the best transformation that I've seen Mark Ruffalo do as the Hulk. There's a beautiful shot of the Hulk, and I call it beautiful because we've been played so long. Since Abomination, I really felt like we've been played on the Hulk. maybe since the first punch in Avengers when he punched, I forgot what the name of that robot, but the robot, he turned the cap and he said, "That's my trick. I'm always angry." And he hits it. That's like real dope, right? But the shot of this Hulk is really beautiful because he's actually massive in size. There might be a pause needed, but he's actually massive in size. Yeah, there's a pause needed. There's a pause. And he looks menacing. He looks dominating. Like, yeah, if y'all can just give me 2 hours, maybe about an hour and 40 minutes of that Hulk and move the fuck out of the way. Maybe you call up Michael Bay and say, "Look, man, Mike, we want you to come assistant direct. We don't need you to fully direct because we know you're just going to blow a bunch of shit up. But we like the way you do action and you do blow shit up, right?" And then you give it to a director. You know, he could be young, up and coming. Hell, my man that did Shang-Chi and did a Brand New Day, phenomenal. Dude's creative. I'm sorry I didn't say your name. I don't know your name. I should know your name, but you coded what you do. But you say, "Mike, we want you to come in because we know how to fuck shit up. We know you like to just you blow up anything. If there's a glass of Kool-Aid sitting on a glass table, you figure out a way to put some C4 on that shit and blow it up. We want you to come in and cause destruction. We want you to be a part of that. That's what you do well. We want you to come in, handle all the destruction that the Hulk is going to cause." Because that shot of him in Brand New Day is phenomenal. This guy is towering. He's big. And when Spider-Man says, "I didn't even know you can get that big," because he does look better than we've ever seen him in any of these goddamn Avengers movies. And I wish they would figure out a way to give him a redemption tour. I just want a redemption tour for what y'all did to him in Endgame. Just give this man the Michael Jackson redemption tour. Just give him the full, we're going on a run. We're going on an absolute run to fix the Hulk in y'all's eyes, because right now he a little pump, and all y'all do is just line him up. Y'all just put the Hulk out there and say, "Okay, Thanos, we gonna show y'all how strong he is because we gonna have him beat up the Hulk. Thor, we gonna show him how strong Thor is. We just gonna have him beat up the Hulk. Spider-Man, we gonna show him in Brand New Day." And this is it's my ballerina John Wick setup I had. Ballerina's actually good. They try to play you on it. It's actually a good movie. You should watch it. And she deserves the number 2, and they deserve a crossover together. Don't let them play you on that. But I had a problem when I seen John Wick. Even with that, in that trailer, why you got to show John Wick in that shit? You ain't got to show John Wick in that. Just believe that it's going to be okay. And then when we see John Wick pop up, we get to go, "Oh, it's John Wick. Oh, leave us be, man." Right? Anyway. But I had this thing about John, this ballerina movie, and I said, man, John is in it. I know they're going to throw hands. There should be absolutely no reason that this woman is going to best John Wick. This is the Baba Yaga, right? This is the Baba Yaga we talking about. And they did me right. They did me right. Every twist, turn in that, John had the upper hand. And that's what I thought. I said, look, man, I don't mind Spidey being fast, having the agility. He got, oh my God, he got the glove and he hit the Hulk. The Hulk should have all that for a Lunchable. You want to hit me with the glove? That's a Lunchable. I eat that. You want to move around me all on my back, use your webs? That's cool. I eat that. And they landed it because I don't want to see the Hulk against Spider-Man and then you try to level them out or try to show us, oh, Spider-Man is, because he's smart and he's strong, he got the best. No. That scene ended properly. And I'm spoiling alert again. That scene ended properly. Sorry about that. Let me get some water. And you see what it is? You see it's the Spider-Man. Oh, I don't even know how to say Owala. It's the Spider-Man, mug, because I fuck with Spidey. I try to tell you. He ain't even my favorite Marvel character. He's like third, second. I give him second. But they do it right because he's going to kill Spider-Man. He's going to kill Spider-Man. You're going to pop his head like a grape. I told you, spoiler alert, you're going to pop his head like a grape. And through Spider-Man being able to reach Bruce Banner, Bruce was able to stop the Hulk. And that's how the fuck it should be. Every fucking time. If the Hulk gets madder, he gets stronger. It is a problem. It is I don't mind a little go back and forth. You want to go back and forth, you want to make it look cute, but at the end of the day, the Hulk should terrify to the max every time. There's a little Mormon kid out there who sneaks to his non-Mormon friend's house, and even he wishes he can see the Hulk do destruction. Destroy some shit. Beat some motherfuckers' asses. I don't want to see nothing else but whoop ass. Destroy some shit. Oh, you hit the Hulk with the hammer? Cool, that's cute. Here you come. He's bigger. He's bigger. But that was by far the best transformation that Mark Ruffalo has done. And he was terrified himself, and that was an intense high scene. You could tell Spider-Man was really, really shooketh. Thou was shooketh. He was very shooketh. Because he knew that I don't have any backup for this. And it was cute because you saw in game Hulk and Mark Ruffalo and Bruce together, right? You saw them early on, and then that shit switches, and you're like, oh shit, this is heavy. This is heavy. And Spider-Man let everybody know, including the Punisher, this ain't for the game. This ain't the joke. This ain't for the gamey games. This ain't the jokey jokes. And I really listen. And you know I love me some Sadie Sink. Listen, I love me some Sadie Sink. She really did a fantastic job as Jean Grey. The internet was so surgical about her being Jean Grey. We just rolled with it. We knew you was Jean. All the little tricks y'all tried to play, we knew you was Jean. We knew what you was running with. I like Jean's story. I never knew she had a sister. Maybe that's, again, I'm not a comic book guy, but I watched the shit out of X-Men when I was a wee lad. I watched the shit out of X-Men. I didn't know she had a sister. Maybe I missed it. There was times the power was out of my crib because we was poor. Maybe I missed it. But Sadie Sink did a hell of a job as Jean Grey. The emotionality. I love when motherfuckers go over the threshold when they're acting. When I see the tears and I see the emotion, I love that shit. Make me believe you are the character. Drown me in the. Give me all the shit. Give me all the real. See, I was a little mad at Anne Hathaway because she couldn't cross the threshold. See, Anne Hathaway in Odyssey, she was doing her thing. She did her thing. She acted her ass off, right? But there's a threshold you push through where you're like, oh, fuck. She's in another dimension of acting. She's tap dancing right now. I see snot, tears. I need the real deal Holyfield. I know you showing me emotionality and you was missing your mans and shit, your husband and shit, but I need you to crack through. And I need snot and I need tears. And I'm like, oh boy, she really providing today. She's really a provider today of the acting gig. But Sadie Sink did that. Tom Holland did that. And they let John B be John B. They let the Punisher be, man. And I know, I have simple questions. Where Daredevil at? And I get it. Daredevil was in jail. I think that I don't even see, this is what I'm saying. This from the hip of the clip, because Daredevil was probably in jail at the time. And the whole time I was thinking there's a potential that, they might be, freeing Daredevil out of jail. But, hey, motherfucker can wish and shit, right? Motherfucker can wish. But I know Daredevil got this. When he see or hear, I was like, man, Daredevil, you know how many motherfuckers Punisher killed when I was out here on these streets doing real shit? With no powers, I got a little vision and I can take an ass whooping. I had no powers and I'm out here with the real killer. This is the real part. What you got, if you got siblings, right? Just say you the first or you the second. Maybe you was the first child and then your sibling came a year or two after. So you still got your young mother who grew up where an ass whooping mattered. I'm going to provide you with a professional ass whooping, right? Okay, now, then the third kid can come, and it can usually happen some years later, whatever. It's usually the last one that is coddled and protected. Well, that's what Daredevil was like. I had the Punisher that I could be talking to him about a latte and he'll turn and pop a motherfucker. That's the motherfucking Daredevil I got. I don't know how you got this version of the Daredevil who was, to me, he still, I think, nailed it. He just came from his world, like it's still everybody's world, but he came from his special, he came from Daredevil and then plopped right into Spider-Man, and they allowed him to be as close as they could be to that Punisher. But Daredevil got to be like, you telling me you was working with him all these days and he wasn't smoking motherfuckers out? All he did was kill people around me. You know how hard it was to get Frank to chill out? This was real work. And then what Frank does, Frank delivers Frank-type speeches to Spider-Man. And you could, man, dude, I'm telling you, when you see it, they really do a good job. They really do a fantastic job. And I have to say that the movie hits for me all the way around. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my dog. What are you doing, bro? Lie down, bro. Relax. You see I'm working, baby. Come on now. You see what I'm doing. Thank you. That's my dog, Winston. He like, man, you over there having too much fun talking to these people. I got to move around. I got to do some things. But if you get a chance, go see it. I'm going to go see it in ScreenX because I have not seen anything in ScreenX. I've seen mixed reviews on ScreenX. I seen somebody bitching about ScreenX, but you were in the front row, bro. Yeah, that video. You were in the front row. There's no way I'm going to be surrounded by 3 screens. I don't even know why they made it that close, but I'm not going to be surrounded by 3 screens and be sitting in the front row. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. But I bought my ticket. I'll be seeing it this Thursday in ScreenX so I can get a taste of that ScreenX. They just opened up a 4DX theater. I can't see Spider-Man a 4th time. I love you, Tom. I love you, Zendaya. But I give my money to y'all too much. I can't do it 4 times. It ain't right. Y'all gonna have to come to a bar mitzvah of mine or something. Y'all gonna have to come to a birthday party of mine or something. I can't keep giving y'all the money. I'm giving y'all so much of my dime right now. I'm not gonna see it a 4th time, so I gotta wait for something worthy to go see a movie in 4DX. And I don't think they're not gonna be showing Spider-Man for like another 2 weeks, even though the end of Oak Street comes out like on the 14th, and I want to see that because it's J.J. Abrams and the boys. But I don't think they're going to be showing anything else except Spider-Man for at least another 2 weeks. Maybe flipping it out between the Odyssey and Spider-Man. Even though I think, like I said, end of Oak Street looks pretty cool. I think they're just going to be showing Spider-Man. So I'm going to see it in ScreenX, and then I'll hopefully look up something cool enough comes out, and I can see 4DX because it's the first one we got at is that an AMC? Was that an AMC? I think it was an AMC that did it. I think it was. And so yeah, anyway. And now that I'm done doing my Spider-Man rant, which I really hope that y'all really enjoyed, I'm gonna talk about something. All right, let's move this down. Let's just put my mouth all the way on this here. So it was really cool to do this screening. Now I'm still on my movie stuff, but to do this screening, we've done a lot of them. I'm trying to think of the ones we've done. We've done like him. We did a Halloween. Damn, we did a lot. I can't remember the ones we've done, but nothing sold out like Spider-Man, right? We had like a 63-seat theater at Roadhouse Cinema in Scottsdale, and it was really cool, right? And then you think that you're doing this event and you're learning to do things. I'm a promoter and I've been doing it forever, and you're just learning, right? You're learning how people react to certain movies, how you're going to market it to get the type of audience you run in there to give people that type of experience that you want. Because a bunch of people can go buy, tickets to go see Spider-Man, but you're wanting to reach an audience where it's like, nah, I want to see it with my other nerds, my movie nerds, my TV show nerds, my comic book nerds. I want to get in and I want to have the energy, and I want to react, and I want to talk afterwards, and I want to have dialogue, and I want to just kind of embrace everybody who is on the same level as me. I don't like going to the movies like Spider-Man and somebody being like, I only seen one Spider-Man. Motherfucker, what you doing? And that's when I feel, just to say we all chilling. in the theater. I'm a scenario motherfucker. Ride with me. We all in the theater chilling, right? We just waiting for the trailers to start. We chilling. And you hear somebody say, I only seen one Spider-Man. I think everybody in the theater got the right to put their foot up your ass. That's just me. Why are you here? You've only seen one Spider-Man. Don't come in here and you throwing off the whole energy and the feng shui. I don't need your disgusting self in here. It's something about motherfuckers just riding the coattail. You ain't even, we've been here. We invested. We have put money into this. And you just here kind of just riding. Oh, I've only seen one Spider-Man. And the Spider-Man I've seen, I think it had somebody by the name of Mark McGuire in it. You son of a bitch. We're going to put our foot up your ass and you're kicked out of here. That's what I believe. So that's why we created, myself, I created Odd Nerds, but I go with my boy Davion. He puts them on with me. My boy ZP now joined in. And so we put on these Odd Nerd screenings because you're trying to tap into something a little bit more higher than just seeing the film. You want to be around people who really, really are in it. And that could, like I said, doesn't just have to be Marvel, but I think the next one we're trying to work on is Resident Evil. People who have really played the Resident Evil video games over the year, who've seen the Mila Jovovich Resident Evil movies and the animated movies and really, really love the Resident Evil. And my man who did Barbarian and Weapons is doing Resident Evil. And I think that movie's going to be really cool. Really, really, really cool. Really good. That dude ain't missed for me really yet. And he's been cooking with hot grease. And I mean grease that only chicken's supposed to be in. He's been on fire with it. And we're going to do one for that. And so the Odd Nerd screenings, have been genuinely like kind of difficult to figure out. And then I started to understand with the Spider-Man how to market it and then how to pursue the right type of audience. So when I bought the popcorn bucket and we're doing trivia, so I've already seen the movie, so I'm kind of able to be on my phone and I'm working questions on ChatGPT because that's my bitch. I ain't shit without my bitch. And we're working out questions. I wanted to have this trivia situation because the theater's packed. I wanted to do like a trivia to be able to give away the popcorn bucket. It was like 5 questions, and I'm working on the questions, and I'm like, no, this is too easy. Maybe this is too hard or whatever. And we get done with the movie, and we see the end credit, of course. And the end credit is interesting, by the way. And it's time to ask questions, and I'm asking the first question I get. Let me go back. Let me try to whoa, what the fuck just happened there? There we go. We're back. I don't know what just happened right there. It just took away from me, huh? All right, let me see if I can find this, my questions that I had. Just bear with me. It's my shit. I don't want to hear no complaining. It's my shit. I'm gonna try to find the questions. Shit. You crying and shit. Hold on, where's that? Was it in here? Nah, it couldn't have been. That wasn't. Let me just try to. I'm gonna try to type it in real quick. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. My phone being weird. I told you my shit. I don't want to hear all that shit. Man. What is going on with the typing here? Spider-Man. Questions. What is that? Wait. No. Oh, well. I couldn't find it. And I killed 2 minutes of y'all listening to me. I love that shit. But I asked, in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, what is the character's name that plays Spider-Man? And hands go up, which is a really cool feeling. Everybody's in the theater and bam, hands go up and people are like, one person, Miles Morales. The first question I asked, I remember now, the first question I asked was Sadie Sink played Jean Grey in the movie we just watched. What is the name in the TV show? She's in another massive TV show. What is the name of that TV show and what is her character's name? And boom, hands go up. I'm like, I'm in here with Stranger Things fans. And if you know me, I'm a Stranger Things fanatic. Everything, case, hats, everything. I'm like a big Stranger Things fan. And so, and then she's like, Max. And I'm like, yeah, that's really dope, right? So then I forgot another question I asked. And then I was really shocked. Everybody in there just knocking these questions down. The dude was like, man, Ain't your thing called odd nerds? We're all nerds in here, and it was a really dope feeling to find your people, to find your community of people that you rock with. And that was the big thing that I took away from that. I was like, oh shit, like, because I'm growing up, comic books are frowned upon. The stuff that I was watching was kind of frowned upon. See how I say frowned upon? See that? See how I say frowned upon? I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm from the hood of Kansas City, Missouri. I'm supposed to be like, man, that shit we don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying, man? We don't fuck with that shit. Don't be reading no motherfucking comic books around here, man. We don't fuck with that shit, man. I swear to God, man. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. So part of that side of me was hidden, the stuff that I really enjoyed, and the love of movies and TV shows and comedies and all these things, some of that stuff was, put in a vault and locked away. So to be able, years, decades later, to start to do something where people are really like, oh no, we rock with this. And I want to do so much more, give away so much more, and do so many more things than what I'm doing like right now, just trying to put as much content as I can, because I love movies and I love TV, and then to do more screenings and the energy that was in there, because you could just hear everybody's reaction. Everybody's reacting, and that makes the experience more better when you're hearing the sighs and the awe and you can, it's not talking, it's not like gibbering, or like, it's just people are feeling it because they're excited to see it, and you hear the gasp and you hear the cheers when Jean Grey pops up and those things like that. That is the feeling that I like to go for, in the movie situation. Now, I'm not saying that every movie calls for that. Into Oak Street don't call for that, but I'm going to go see it. I'm going to be in there with a bunch of other strangers. I'm going to go see it, and I'm going to go enjoy it. I'm going to get some popcorn, put my thing on that. And, but that experience that I got with the Odd Nerd screening of Spider-Man Brand New Day was worth the price of fucking admission. And I appreciate everybody that came out and rocked with us, because that was a really cool time. And y'all really showed me that, guess what? Oh, motherfucker, you not alone. There are a bunch of odd nerds out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, as I wrap this thing up, I did like a little survey. I looked at a little survey, and this is an interesting thing. Let me get my notepad over here. All right, hold tight here.
Sorry, I missed it.
No, you didn't. All right. The survey for 2026, dating for men, right? So I didn't know. I thought I was alone, man. Like, I feel like when you out here and you looking for your woman, right? You just look up and you're like constantly trying to, like, it just costs bread, baby. Men do everything I don't think there's not one thing we don't do for women. I can't think of one thing outside of, bowel movements, which is just health shit, which you want to stay alive, which then ends up being for women because you want to be alive to go get more women. I think the one thing that we feel like, if you, as a man loses dick, ain't no reason to live. That'll tell you pretty much everything you need to know. If a motherfucker come up and say, hey, man, we cut your shit off, you might as well just stab me in my face. Stab me in my face, stab me in my heart, electrocute me, throw me to the sharks. I'm done. I'm finito. I don't even want to be here anymore. Can you imagine trying to live without your Jimmy? Oh, man, your Jimmy Johnson, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Ain't no need. I don't need to breathe. It's air. It's air. It's water. It's air, water. My dick is air, water. I can't breathe. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to be here no more. Everything we do is for women. And the survey was like, men spend like, what is that? $189 per date. So look, man, I don't know if I've run into a woman yet that $190, like, I'm not cheap, man. You gotta weigh out things before you go $200 on a date, right? I'm sure there's $100 split down the middle, more than likely $100 each, right? But you got to weigh that shit out, because some women are just Chipotle partners. You know what I'm saying? Some women are just coffee partners. Hey, hey, we're gonna get coffee because you're cool. You're very fun. You're nice. But a $200 honey bun. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And they're saying that guys are spending $190 per date, and I think it was $2,323 per year. That's one date per month. That's 12 dates a year. And you're trying to find your person, and you spending that ducats. Now that's just eating, baby. That ain't the clothes. That ain't the gas. That ain't the cologne. That ain't the haircut. That ain't you. As a guy, you spend mad duckies looking for your one. And you got to roll looking for your one or looking for something afterwards. You spend mad duckies trying to impress. And you sitting across from a woman who's probably got, a $20 outfit on from one of the spots, one of the heaters on. That's not a problem. Just, you spend a lot of duckies looking for the one. It's just really interesting. You're trying to navigate all the personalities. Like you spend and then I guess like 71% of the men said that they expect to pay for everything early on, which I was really surprised at 71 because I'm like, I'm just a pay guy. I'm a pay, and 71%, that means there's another 29% out of that said, it might be 50-50 until, you know what I'm saying? There's some 50-50 niggas out there. At 71%, there's 29 other motherfuckers that said, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't believe in. If you the guy, you go on a date, just go ahead and take care of it, pay it, get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Bitch on the back end. You know what I'm saying? If the date wasn't worth a damn, you call your boy. Date wasn't worth a damn. I didn't get a hand job. She didn't have no great conversation. I ain't getting nothing. It wasn't worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? But think about all the money men spend to try to impress women. Now, women do a lot of things. When I seen a woman spend like $60, $80 on some foundation, I said, damn, that's a lot of bread. I got this $12 bottle of lotion and I'm finna put it on my face afterwards versus your $60 foundation. That's legit. They spend a lot of bread on themselves. They don't spend a lot of bread on men though. I'm not saying that you're supposed to, but I'm just saying I want you to look at the facts. That's what I'm talking about. Look at it. How much duckarookies is spent trying to find your one? And how much time is spent learning people, especially now. It's not the, 90s or the 80s or 70s and 60s when your grandpa or your great grandpa all he had was the corner store, the church, and school, and the local grocery store, and maybe a bump into a woman at a gas station. That's all he had to worry about. He didn't have the ultimate Rolodex. I can get on the gram, see something in Seattle, start conversation with her and be like, I'm going to Seattle next week to meet Cheryl. Yeah, I'm hopping on a plane. I'm going to meet Cheryl next week. Yeah, she's nice. She's in Seattle. It's fall anyway. I want to go up to Seattle, try some of their coffee, check out the leaves, see Cheryl. That wasn't a thing. You had your city, your community. Like you go to the mall. When I was growing, it was on a wee lad. You go to the mall, man, and the movies and like state fairs and shit. It was like shit in the vicinity. Now it's all on the phone. And think about it. I know that number is just being nice because motherfuckers always you that's just regular like real date shit. You still got the in between. You got Chipotle hoe. You got the coffee hoe. You got they ain't real hoes. All right, these are just jokes. These are just how I flow. This is how I flow. I want y'all breathe. Let it down. Bring the temperature down. But it costs a lot for love. It costs a lot to find your one. And then they try to tell you might find one that might, I don't really like to do that. I'm more of a foodie, a hole in the wall. You find you a foodie, hole in the wall chick, very happy. Be very happy. Because all of them want to go to the vibey places, the aesthetically pleasing places, the vibey places. They want you to take pictures of the glass of the drinks and all that stuff like that. And if you find you one, it's like, nah, man, let's go to the hole in the wall. I heard their food is really good. You keep her. You grab her. You hold on to her. Because she's a taste bud queen, man. I don't need to take a picture of my drink I want my taste buds to be very happy. But think about that, $189 per day, $2,300 a year, trying to find your person as a man. It doesn't include the clothes, doesn't include the cologne, doesn't include the gas. You just spend so much money. But when you land, you land. Even if you're in a ship for a couple of years, 3 years, you got in a relationship, you landed though. And you probably spent more money in the ship, but you landed. It just costs money all the way around. And that's why I'm thinking about moving to Thailand. I seen a video right now, and I'm like, yeah, this is like the 1800 video I've seen. My boy Visions talks about it all the time. I was like, yeah, I might move to Thailand. I got to watch out for the, you know what you got to watch out for when you get to Thailand. But I'm thinking about it. It's on my mind because the ducats are being spent trying to find love. I just wanted to put that out there. It's like, as a guy, we can't complain a lot because men run the world, white men particularly, but we can't complain a lot. But we can complain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can complain a little bit. You know? That's just the really real. You know, we can complain a little bit. Why does my thing keep doing that? Huh. Well, that is the end of the episode. I am Thaddeus Shade. This is... Why did it do that? Huh. Peace. I have been on a Starbucks strike when it comes to tea because these motherfuckers ain't got no honey. And I know about a month ago I was complaining about these some bitches not having no honey. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. I said it again. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. They ain't got no honey, man. I go there, they ain't never got no honey. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own medicine balls at the house because I don't really drink tea, but I would tear a medicine ball up. I said, I'll make my own tea at the house. So then I go, right? And I'm like, okay, what is a medicine ball, right? I go look and it's, what is that shit? It's like it's Tijuana, I don't know, Tijuana. I know that's where you get marijuana.